So do you believe that there's nothing wrong for an African-American who is governor, or an African-American who is mayor, or an African-American who is a Fortune 500 CEO, or an African-American who is even president of the United States to say, look, I have different agendas, different focuses for different people, and there's nothing wrong with saying, here's a black agenda. That, look, I want to have black folks in my cabinet in various appointments. I want to make sure that black banks are also getting access to depositing of dollars, just like we do for other particular banks. I want to make sure that if there are different departments who are advertising, that black newspapers and black radio stations and black television networks are also getting the same level of advertising. There's something wrong with that? Because sometimes when I hear, oh no, David Patterson, he's not the black governor, he's just the governor of everyone. President Obama is not the president of black people, he's the president for everyone. But sometimes it seems as if people say that you have to hide your blackness or your concern for blackness because you don't want to offend anyone or come across as being pro-black. Is that understood? Is that nonsensical from your perspective?
I think that the great thing about America is that we're not homogeneous. So as German Americans and people who came from England, as people who were Jewish and Italian, and now Asian Americans, blacks, Hispanics, and whites of different ethnicities ascend to power, they don't just bring with them some sort of homogenous message. They bring with them the diverse interests of the communities that they represent. In the case of African Americans, we wish to fulfill the dreams of those Africans, both the living and the dead, and also whites and Hispanics who engaged in an effort over the last century to bring economic, political, and social justice to our communities. The only way we can ever receive that justice is to have qualified African American men and women in the leadership positions of government, of politics, of education, of healthcare delivery, of labor, in the labor field, in the business community, and also in faith-based institutions. Leadership positions, decision-making capacities begin to widen the scope of the type of service that can be rendered. And I think that you'd never see anybody who got to be in charge of anything that didn't bring something from their orientation, something from the way they grew up or where they grew up. And I think that's what makes America such an exciting country to live in. I don't think anybody should deny their heritage, who they are, their age, or anything else. I thought this was a free country, not a country where you become a coloration of the same product, but where you become individual. Our country was founded on the basis of individualism, where people were encouraged to flaunt who they are and what they are because they were free to be that in this nation.